It's Taco Tuesday!
Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's Taco here, and in today's video, I'm going to give you guys a detailed overview into an NFT project that I personally think is criminally underrated. It's flying below the radar right now, but it has serious blue chip potential, and that project and brand being none other than Thingdoms. Now, before we get into this project, I want to give you guys a bit of insight into how these videos are going to work. Now, since I am going to conduct one project overview per video, I am going to go into as much detail as possible, meaning that I'm not just going to find a project, join the Discord, show their Twitter and show their website. I'm actually attending AMAs, Twitter Spaces, being a part of these communities, and really giving you guys as much detail as possible to give you an idea of whether this is a quality project that you want to invest in. Now, of course, this is not going to be financial advice, but without further ado, let's get into Thingdoms, and we'll start off with their OpenSea because the project has minted. So it minted before the end of the year, so it's been 3 or 4 weeks now. The project minted at 0.1, so we see a floor price of 0.35 as of this video. Now, just yesterday, that floor was hovering closer to 0.45 due to a huge pump, largely from the Doodles community, but also just because, for the most part, the holders of Thingdoms are diamond handing it. As you can see, we have 4.6 thousand owners out of a 10,000 piece collection, which is massive. In terms of volume, we're at 2.4K here, and it has increased significantly in these past 2 to 3 days. Now, just a disclaimer, for these NFT project videos, I am going to always let you guys know if I'm on the whitelist, if I'm invested in them at all. And in this case for Thingdoms, I do own several. It's actually my Twitter PFP picture right now. With this being my first project overview, I wanted to cover one that I am absolutely a monster fan of. And I think Thingdoms right now is easily one of my favorite projects, which is why I'm doing this video. All right, so I'll briefly share with you guys the Thingdoms website. It's gonna have a brief overview of kind of the culture and just the idea of Thingdoms being here. It's gonna have the team, which is fully doxed, and I'll talk about them further in just 1 second. It is gonna take you right to OpenSea, and then you're actually, if you are a Things holder or owner, you are going to be able to actually connect your wallet and see your NFTs directly on the site, where you can pull a high-res image. It's going to share their rarity from Rarity Sniper, and this is also going to be where the majority of utility, the future utility, is going to be hosted. Now, in terms of a roadmap or utility, because I know that that is a huge deal to a lot of people. I know a lot of projects really hype up their roadmap and utility, but more recently we have seen that no roadmap, no utility, just vibes. And Thingdoms kind of has that similar idea. And this is something that brought me to Thingdoms, this idea of under-promising and over-delivering. So we're on Medium right now, and this is going to be the Thing paper, which you can pull up directly from the Discord. But I just want to share a few things that are on here, such as the team, the founders being Luke ABC, who is the creative and main artist for Thingdoms, and Owen, who actually built out the website and is really the tech behind everything on the back end. Now, Luke and Owen are actually childhood friends who went to school together. They are from Scotland, which is interesting because for the most part, whenever I'm in the Discord, they are always in there. And I'm in Florida right now, where I'm from, the US. So, seeing them constantly in the Discord, they're always chatting and interacting with everyone. You can just tell that these two are dedicated to this project and a hardworking team. So you can see a little bit of background into Luke ABC and really the team as a whole here. They are OG Supducks for the most part, which is interesting. You see a lot of Supducks holders in the Thingdoms community, and a lot of the culture and ideals are very similar. Even though I'm not a duck holder, that's just my experience from being in both of those Discord servers. It's going to give you a bit of background here into Owen and the rest of the team. Once again, 10,000 PFP collection, building a brand beyond Web3, imagining the future of Web3, and then community, utility, and governance. So I think this is a huge thing that we need to cover here. Not all things are going to be the same. So the actual idea of utility and governance for each thing is going to be different, yet all things are going to be equal. Now, to me, this is a very interesting concept, and it's built upon their idea of having a community of communities. So there's going to be different groups and communities inside the greater Thingdom. I think this is awesome. It's still relatively early days, so in terms of what does all of this mean, that's part of the joy of this project. We're still a bit in the dark in terms of what's to come. Like I said, there's not a set roadmap, but I think that that's actually a highlight of this project. Another hint that we see in the Thing paper is going to be static PFP, animated or interactive PFP, full 3D wearable avatar. So even though we are very much in the dark in terms of utility and what's to come in the future, whether you're in the Discord, you're on Twitter, or even in this Thing paper, there are teasers all over the place and hidden alpha that you just have to pay attention to. So I've quickly kind of discussed roadmap and utility for this project from a high level. I've shared with you a little bit of insight into the team, but now let's take it over to the Discord where I can give you guys a little bit of insight into what's actually going on and where the magic is made. So immediately you'll see here Thing FM. Now I know a lot of Discords have active voice channels, but what Thing FM is unlike anything of any server that I've been a part of. Thing FM is aiming to be the radio of the metaverse. So if you hop in and listen in here, there is going to be constant music and vibes playing. It's basically like a non-stop party. And I know to a lot of people, you might not understand the hype in that, but if you join Thing FM, you have the option to request different songs. The dance floor, for the most part, is always popping with, GIFs and whatnot. And I'll actually even share with you guys a tweet from just the other night where the Discord server was absolutely popping off. As you can see, it's just non-stop stickers, GIFs, just hype going on, super active, and honestly one of the most lit and fun Discord servers that I've actually ever been in. Now, back to Thing FM, it is not just music being played here. There are creative commercials and ads that have been created by the various members of the team, and even members of the community are able to, write up a script and perform and record an ad that could be played on Thing FM. Now, Thing FM has a ton of potential as a content platform. Like I said, we have commercials and ads. There are going to be interviews, and there already have been interviews. If we go to the archive, we have, an interview with Zeneca, Eddie is Kongs, and then this is also going to be where weekly updates for the community and holders are held. This is going to be an AMA platform as well, along with Twitter Spaces. But Thing FM, you have to check it out before you join or buy into this project. If you do, it is just awesome. And I think another interesting attribute or aspect of this is rather than having a general chat, as you can see here, it is called the dance floor because it is a constant party. Now, I know I talked a little bit about utility and roadmap in terms of it being still up in the air. It's really going to be ad hoc, and it's going to allow the team to kind of see what they see fit as the space is ever evolving and rapidly changing. But since minting, we actually have got an update, and the first thing that we have coming is Thing Drop 1. So Thing Drop 1 is going to be exclusive to Thingdoms holders. The first drop is going to be a limited t-shirt Like I said, it's exclusive. You have to be a holder of Thingdoms in order to pay for this. In terms of the cost and even for future merch, for the most part, it is going to be as close to cost as possible and shipping. And there is going to be some free merch drops in the future as hinted to by the team. And then Thing Drop 2 is going to be a free to claim NFT. Now, in terms of a timeline, we're expecting Thing Drop 1 to be coming out this month in January, and then Thing Drop 2 to be releasing early in February. So this is coming very soon. I definitely thought we would see something like this a bit further down the road, but like I said, the team is grinding and hustling to get this project rolling and really to start providing utility to all the people who are chatting and saying when utility. So as I shared with you guys earlier, one of the major aspects to any project, but the aspect that really brought me in was the art. For Thingdoms, Luke absolutely crushed it here. I just think the art is so unique. There is not, a copycat in the space. It's not another derivative project. When you see these on your Twitter, they just pop out at you and they just look awesome. And I really love, the variation of different backgrounds, and there's a handful of different traits. You've got the body halo here. You've got the wizard hat. You've got the flight wings. It's super awesome. I'll share with you guys some of the few that I have. The wizard one here being one of my favorites. And then something to keep an eye on as well is going to be the miscellaneous traits. Now, up until this point, we don't have any idea what the miscellaneous traits are going to do, what the utility is going to be, but the utility is going to be very much related and connected to these miscellaneous traits, which I believe there's 5 or 6 of them. Here, as you can see, we have the flight miscellaneous trait on one of my things here. And part of the team, one of the members of the team, Scott Commoneers, is actually our puzzle master. He is a Harvard professor, so he is used to really having some crazy game theory ideas. So I think everyone is very much anticipating what these miscellaneous traits could mean. And as you can see here, you can usually find these miscellaneous traits in the corners like we have here. We've got the sunshine trait. So the idea is that each of these miscellaneous traits is going to provide a different form of utility, meaning that all things, as I mentioned earlier, are not going to have the same governance, the same abilities or utility. And I think that that's awesome. But the key is that all things are going to be equal. So I think it's just going to take a bit of time to sort out the balancing and how to make it so that, a certain trait isn't a lot favorable than the others. All right, that's going to about wrap it up for this video. I hope that I covered and answered any potential questions that you guys may have. And like I said at the start of the video, I absolutely love Thingdoms. I love my things. I think this project has serious blue chip potential, and it really gives that Subducks Doodles vibe. And you'll see in the Discord that a lot of those holders own things. And I think the reason is it has incredibly unique art, a really active and hardworking team, and a strong community. Like I said, like 4,600 holders of a 10,000 collection is massive. And then there's only 8 or 9% listed pretty consistently. So the future of this project is bright. I think it's still very early, and I think the idea of not necessarily having concrete utility and roadmap has kept some people out. And as it starts to be released and coming out with the thing drops very soon, potentially the token, I just think more and more people are going to ape and FOMO into this project. So definitely follow Thingdoms on Twitter, join the Discord server if you're interested, and just check it out. Get a good vibe on if it's a project for you. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any other questions, please drop them down in the comments below. I'd love to help you guys and give you any information that I didn't cover. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I will be dropping project videos as often as possible whenever I think that there is potential in a project that I'll be buying into or that I think is worth sharing with you all. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next Tuesday, I'm out.